The prisoner put the apple on his head, but instead of standing still, this man took a big bite of the apple. He knew that no matter what, he was going to die, so he might as well be kind to himself. Just as the German officer was about to pull the trigger, a Jewish boy nearby began singing a German poem. By sheer coincidence, the officer was a fanatic about lyrics. The song instantly lifted his mood, and he decided to let the two men go. But a corporal quickly reminded him that the day's quota for executions had not yet been met. So he casually called over a nearby prisoner, took off the man's cap, and flung it into the distance. This was Auschwitz, the so-called factory of death. Here, prisoners were worked endlessly every single day, yet the only food they received was a bowl of foul-smelling slop. Even so, people still fought over it because it was the only real meal in the camp, and no one could be sure they'd live long enough to eat again. Towards the end of the night, one of the overseers threw a sausage on the ground, leaving the two prisoners to scramble for it. To continue teasing them, the foreman had the two men slap each other. Only the winner got the sausage. Then he turned and pointed at the Jewish boy. Teddy instantly moved to protect him. He could no longer tolerate these demons. He walked up and easily dodged a punch from the inmate. The overseer was furious and pushed the prisoner away, but not only did he miss Teddy, he lost his balance and fell to the ground. The colonel, who also wanted to compete, was a former boxing champion. After they used the boxer's opening salute, the match began. But no matter how the colonel threw his punches, Teddy dodged them all. Teddy seized the opportunity and punched the colonel, knocking him to the ground, bleeding. Surprisingly, the colonel wasn't angry. Instead, he recognized Teddy as an international boxing champion. This was known to the Nazi hierarchy, so they brought in a tall, muscular man as Teddy's opponent. Facing this giant, Teddy was totally unafraid. He dodged all of the man's attacks with his dexterity. A final powerful punch ended the fight. With that, he won food for the prisoners of war. In an attempt to break Teddy's heroic image, the German officer had his men take the Jewish boy to the boxing ring. The boy struggled to get up, but his hands were tied with wire. The Germans threatened to execute everyone immediately if they did not fight each other. The other prisoners took off their hats and prayed for them. Then the captain raised his gun. Teddy roared towards the boy, but the boy turned around and rushed at the Germans. Teddy broke down completely, but could only growl in place. The Germans were finally satisfied. That night, Teddy was tied up with his injured hands and hung in the center of the square. The Germans gave him the sign of a boxing champion. The next day, he was released. Despite being covered in wounds, he did not give up on himself and walked to the boxing ring at the camp. Teddy saw a German knock out a hungry prisoner, so despite his injured hands, he got into the ring. Teddy dodged the German's punches with nimble footwork. He even mocked his opponent. Even when